Good morning, Taurus. Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. Let's see what our past life wants us to rediscover about ourselves for August 9th to August 15th, 2018. We have tapped into our knighthood in regards to our vows of self and how to not break away, but to understand why we had those vows of chastity, those vows of self-worth, the vows of lack of, to teach us the lessons of the love that we are going to receive, the confidence that we already had in us that we had to bring out, the courage that we felt we were lacking, but from time and time again, we always display. We see that in our Greek and Roman influence that we were trying to merge the masculine and feminine energies in the past, but our egos got in the way and not standing up for the feminine principles of ourselves, the goddess side of ourselves, the intuition side of ourselves, the nurturing side of ourselves. We see that it is very much needed in the now. So let's see what our past life wants us to rediscover. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Taurus past life want us to rediscover about ourselves for August 9th to August 15th, 2018? What does our past life want us to rediscover about ourselves for August 9th to August 15th? What does our past life want us to rediscover about ourselves? Rediscovering, unlocking. What action will Taurus take on August 9th to August 15th, 2018? What action will Taurus take on August 9th to August 15th? Okay, I see we want two actions. We're going to do a double hitter, a double tap. Okay, so let's see. Mr. Miss Taurus. Our past life want us to rediscover wars and battles. Wars and battles. When I look at this card, I look at obviously two opposing beliefs, fighting to find one core belief. Yet, like any war, after the war is finished, whoever wins still takes a part of the opponent's beliefs and incorporates it into themselves as well. Mr. and Miss Taurus, we have to stop fighting with the masculine and feminine side of ourselves, with the self and not self, with the conscious and the unconscious, with the spiritual and mental, with the emotional and physical, with the God, Goddess, with the mother, father, spirit, child. We have to start fighting, because at the end, two of us must stand to fight. Two parts of ourselves must exist. So why must we fight if they both exist within us? We had to come or rediscover how to merge both our parts of ourselves as one whole. Our soul doesn't want a conflict anymore. Our mind doesn't want conflict. Our spirit doesn't want conflict. Our life purpose doesn't want conflict. Our relationships doesn't want conflict. So in order to really save and heal it, we must embrace both the masculine and the feminine. We cannot just accept one part because it seems or looks like it's stronger than the other. Because if you look, both are strong. Near one is showing weakness. Near one is showing doubt. Both are driven. So how can we hold our ground with universal truth and passion and stand alongside each other and merge as one without the conflict? The actions that we will take to heal the wars and conflicts or the wars and battles within ourselves. We're going to tap into the 3 of air, what befitting, that masculine, feminine, spiritual side of self. But this time we have to accept that within us holds the masculine, feminine, and spiritual, the masculine, feminine, and childlike of ourselves. We have to have all 3 joined together as one, because this is a family. Even though it looks like 3 different beings, they all 3 work together as one. We have to start communicating our masculine side of ourselves to ourselves and to others. We have to start communicating that feminine side of ourselves to ourselves and others. We have to start opening up that spiritual, that innocent side of ourselves to ourselves and to others. Because when we do that, we will not come to great sadness. Instead, we will come to great solutions. We have to take this time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. Taurus, masculine, feminine, female, and male Taurus. Mr. Mrs Taurus. We are so used to being that rock for others that now we must be that rock, that solid rock for ourselves. When we show action and communication, keep in mind that it's the masculine, feminine, and our childlike side of ourselves that wants to come out. Rather than shun it, rather than dismiss it, rather than feel afraid of it, we have to learn how to connect more to it and not be scared of it anymore. The next action we will take, 3, 7, 10. We're going to reach up to Capricorn, but before we get to Capricorn, before we align ourselves together back with Source and our ego side of self, we must do an earthly cleansing, an earthly purging of ourselves. The 7 vices, the 7 flaws, the 7 insecurities, the 7 doubts, the 7 fears, the 7 uncertainty of ourselves, we must bring out and heal. So when the flowers grow back onto this beautiful ancient tree, it will become wise. It will have more groundiness, more abundance. It will have more leaves and not look like it's almost barren, but become whole again. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Do not worry about how to let go. Do not worry about confronting the masculine and feminine energies, the spirit side of ourselves. We know exactly how to feel the next step and the next process to go. Do not oppress, do not suppress it. But like the air and the earth, have the air give us that fluidity that we need to know that it's okay to falter and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to relearn and rediscover about ourselves, to help heal that conflict within us, that inner outer conflict within ourselves. The 7 of Earth is here. That Libra side along with Virgo is here to give us that balance, that equalness of give and take, of receiving and giving of ourselves this time around. And if we must face conflict, we know exactly how to first understand by healing what we consider conflicts, healing our way of thinking when it comes to confrontation within ourselves and even with others. Releasing ways or practices that no longer serve us when it comes to handling confrontation. We have to be more open and more honest with our soul when it comes to ourselves. So from August 9th to August 15th, Mr. Mrs Taurus, we will start to delve into what causes us conflict and how to heal and how to use that as abundance in the now. I love you. I love you, Taurus. I and we will see you on the other side.